It was a fierce volley of words from both sides of benches. Today, the Modi Sarkar for the second time faced a no-trust vote. Though the numbers are clearly in the favor of the government and against the opposition, they trained their guns on Prime Minister, not just Manipur, but price rise, farmer protest, alleged attack on federalism. The BJP, on their part, targeted the Congress over Rahul Gandhi. Remember, Congress leaders said that Rahul will be their opening batsman. Instead, Gaurav Gogoi took the lead. Rahul could be seen sitting next to him, watching and waiting in the wings. He hasn't spoken till now. In fact, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Prahlad Joshi, said that why is Rahul Gandhi not leading the debate?
Sir, सुबह जहां तक मैं जानता हूं, सुबह आपके ऑफिस एक चिट्ठी आया था सेक्रेटरी जनरल के ऑफिस में, श्री राहुल गांधी जी गौरव गोगोई स्थान पर बोल रहे हैं। क्या हुआ सर? हम तो राहुल गांधी जी के भाषण सुनने के लिए हम उत्सुक है सर, हम उत्सुक है। लेवल 55 he has given a letter that Mr. Rahul Gandhi is going to speak. What happened in 5 minutes? What is the problem, sir? We are very much enthusiastic to listen Mr. Rahul Gandhi, sir.
मैं ये सोच रहा था कि राहुल जी बोलेंगे, क्योंकि मीडिया में तरह तरह की खबरें आ रही थी, लेकिन लगता है कि शायद राहुल जी तैयार नहीं थे, देर से उठे होंगे तो नहीं बोल पाए। कोई बात नहीं है, गौरव गोगोई जी ने बोला, बहुत अच्छा बोला।
The reason why the BJP is asking why Rahul ran away is because top Congress leaders had asserted that he will be speaking today. Here's what they had said.
We look forward to what Rahul Gandhi ji has to say. He has visited Manipur. He has a very valuable perspective which we all look forward to hear.
श्री राहुल गांधी जी को नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने कुछ समय के लिए गैर कानूनी तरीके से जबरन संसद से बाहर तो कर दिया। कल जब श्री राहुल गांधी जी की सिंह गर्जना गूंजेगी संसद के गलियारों में, तो मोदी सरकार की जवाबदेही सुनिश्चित होगी।
राहुल गांधी बोलेंगे सर, जरूर बोलेंगे।
Let's open this up quickly. Tom Vadakkan, the national spokesperson of the BJP, Mr. R Rajagopalan, senior journalist, Pradeep Bhati, the national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, and Sanket Yenagi, advocate, political analyst, completes the panel. Gentlemen, good evening. Tom Vadakkan, the BJP says that Rahul ran away, and this is on the back of Congress leaders saying that Rahul will be leading the debate.
Well, interesting. He's one person who insisted on going to Manipur, and he did. And his radio silence in the House in the opening session, on the opening of the discussion, is amazing. Because we saw many of them saying he's going to open, and some cricket match that they had worked out, he's going to be opening batsman, and what have you. I mean, that is how it was hyped. And suddenly he developed cold feet, it would seem. But we are not, it's our job to find out why he didn't speak. But then this has to be put on record, because it's the whole program, it was being televised across the country. The people are asking these questions. I'm only reiterating what people are wondering, and seeing him sit silently. It's absolute radio silence as far as his communication is concerned.
Okay, let me bring in Sanket Yenagi. Mr. Yenagi, what happened? Mr. Surjewala, day before, was saying, आपको राहुल गांधी की गर्जना सुनाई देगी.
So now BJP is asking where Mr. Rahul Gandhi is and why he is not opening his mouth. But the entire world is asking where the Prime Minister Modi is hiding himself from Manipur issue. So these are all the political discourses. And BJP still has no answer why the Prime Minister...
No, but Mr. Yenagi, the BJP has said that the Prime Minister will be answering. On Thursday, the Prime Minister will respond to the motion.
What made...
Are you also saving Rahul for the last?
No, now the Prime Minister may be opening his mouth. But what made him not to be opening his mouth so long? Why he was silent? That's the question the entire world is asking. He calls himself to be the Vishwa Guru. What made the Vishwa Guru to be so silent? It's something conspicuous. He talks on everything. Every small thing he talks. And why the Vishwa Guru is silent on this big thing?
Mr. Vadakkan wants to answer that. Tom Vadakkan.
I think the gentleman has not watched the the reactions of the Prime Minister outside the House, whether he speaks inside the House or outside, he's heard all over the. And if you missed it, that's your problem. The reality is, Prime Minister spoke, and he's going to speak again, and you will wish that you never challenged him in the first place. This confidence motion, no confidence motion, is essentially to build up the confidence of the entire East India Company, and the East India Company feels very fragile. This is not about a no confidence motion against the government, because the numbers are stacked in our favor, and then the whole exercise is to create a situation where they all feel united.
No, we know that this is not about numbers, but if it is about perception, as the opposition has said it is, why did Rahul Gandhi not initiate the debate? That's the straight question. Mr. Yenagi, can you answer that?
So it is always wait, watch and proceed.
Okay.
It is not that he will not open his mouth or open the debate.
Okay.
But he still is considering which are all the points Mr. Gogoi is raising, and he's encouraging him to raise that question, and he will certainly raise that question.
Right. Mr. Rajagopalan, Rahul Gandhi is not running away. The Congress party has saved their best for the last. That is what Mr. Yenagi is saying.
What you said, very aptly, Mr. Surejwala has also said, Garjana karenge. We thought that Garjana is going to be very important, thunder. Bhookamp aa jayega. You remember once he said, if I open my mouth, bhookamp aa jayega. I socha charur bhookamp aa jayega. Lekin what is happening? Why should Rahul Gandhi sit in a house where some bereavement had taken place? He should not hold his hand on his cheeks and sit like something he lost everything. The euphoria what generated from re-getting that restoration of his MPship, that was lost with NewsClick. Suddenly that punctured them. That is why Rahul Gandhi got derailed and he got confused. Rahul Gandhi should speak in Parliament.
No, Mr. Rajagopalan, are you saying Rahul Gandhi did not speak because the Congress is on the back foot on the NewsClick controversy? Is that the reason?
Yes, that is the reason. That is the reason, and Congress is getting Chinese funds. That charges shocked the Congress. And second thing, this NewsClick and Chinese aggression and Rahul Gandhi visiting Chinese embassy, these things will come out if he started to speak. That is the reason why Rahul Gandhi was not fielded.
Okay, Mr. Bhati, I am sure Team India must have thought it through. आप लोगों ने meeting की होगी, कौन पहले बोलेगा? What happened at the last moment?
Hi, good evening to all. First thing is that first we have to understand that what is the procedure being followed over the years in Parliament. The person who proposed or who proposed the non-confidence motion, generally he speaks at that time. The question that has to be asked is why Prime Minister was not present, and generally it happens in the past also that Prime Minister was then Prime Minister had already, or those Prime Ministers has said in the Parliament whenever that no confidence motion has happened. Now, why this is happening when the current government of this country is adamant, is intoxicated with ego and power? Honorable Prime Minister of this country became insensitive about and remained silent on the heart-wrenching incident of Manipur. In 2020-22, in Manipur election, he was assuring the safety and security of women. He was.
But Mr. Bhati, you were talking about procedure. The Parliamentary Affairs, no less, as Minister, no less, has made it clear that the Prime Minister will be speaking. He will be speaking on day 3. Are you saying that Rahul will speak only in PM's presence?
What we are saying is, it hardly matters who is present at that time or who is not. What is important is the issue he raises in the Parliament. What I was talking about is the India team has made Prime Minister is to speak in the Parliament. Otherwise, he is running away. He was hiding from the Parliament. You know, the worst part is that in 17th Lok Sabha, this is the worst in terms of sitting.
Now, Mr. Bhati, you're talking about Team India. Can I ask you who is the captain of this team, sir?
let me complete my sentence at least, so that I have one at least a complete. Let me complete the sentence, and then you can speak. Then you can ask me the question. What I was saying, this is the worst 17th. This Lok Sabha, 17th Lok Sabha is the worst in terms of when you talk about the number of sitting in the Parliament.
Right.
And you know, before that it was 16th Lok Sabha, 1952 till now. This is Modi Kal is the tenure where you have the worst sitting.
Rahul Gandhi had a chance to say all of this. You are saying it now on TV.
So
Rahul Gandhi should have come and said all of this. That look at the attendance record of the Prime Minister. He is never there. I am always present. Rahul Gandhi should have said all of this.
Spokesperson is available here. He will speak on behalf of Mr. Rahul Gandhi, and I don't think. Nobody.
But Rahul is but Mr. Bhati, don't put it on the Congress now. Your team India. आप भी तो team है sir. It's all the same team sir.
That's fine. That is why I have said he will be speaking when his turn will come. Why there is so much hue and
Mr. Vadakkan, why is there so much hue and try, sir? Why is there so much hue and try?
We have to understand what are the issues which are important. When Mr. Rahul Gandhi will speak, that is not important. What is important? What are the burning issues?
Right.
What about
Mr. Vadakkan, why is there so much hue and try?
Talk about those issues.
Pradeep Bhati of the Samajwadi Party is asking the BJP, why is there so much hue and try if Rahul didn't speak on day one?
Makes no difference to us whether he's the last man who speaks or doesn't speak. But I think their strategy is not to project him as a leader, the captain of the team. Because if he does speak in the beginning, and the other members will part company. Because there is a threat perception that if Rahul comes forward, the others will go their way. This is the fear which is built in. And that fear is something that the Congress wants to hide from. So the reality is, now whether it is the UP leader, SP leader who wants to become the Prime Ministerial poster boy, or it is somebody else, with Rahul Gandhi leading the show, the impression would be Rahul is the next...
So you believe that Congress is trying to shield Rahul Gandhi. Mr. Yenagi, quick response. Mr. Rajagopalan, I am coming to you after this.
Firstly, under the democracy, the opposition parties and the media always play an important role of a watchdog. But unfortunately, in Modi's India, opposition is being asked. Media also asks the question to the opposition, not to the government. And this is something strange.
Mr. Yenagi, now don't tell us what we should be doing. We are asking all the right questions.
Please allow me to complete my statement.
And should I hold the mirror to the opposition, sir? I'm only asking you a question that the BJP is asking. Listen, Mr. Yenagi, don't lose your cool first of all. I'm only asking you what the BJP said. The Parliamentary Affairs Minister, before Gaurav Gogoi, just as Gaurav Gogoi was getting ready, he said, where is Rahul Gandhi? Why is he not?
I don't know why you are feeling offended.
I'm not feeling offended, sir. Go ahead, make your point.
No, I have not pointed this channel. Why I don't know you are feeling yourself offended? As if you have committed a crime. No. So now the question is, BJP is also being a ruling party asking the question to the opposition as to why they are not talking. Who should be held accountable, whether the opposition or the ruling government? That entire concept of ruling itself has been changed in a democracy. And this is something unknown. This is something unfair. And I would say that the question of this nature should be asked to the government, and government should be held accountable for it, not the opposition.
Okay, it's time for introspection. Mr. Rajagopalan, don't go after Rahul Gandhi.
Opposition has a major role. Opposition failed in its duty in India because every time, every question hour, every question has got, I would like to say 2 crore rupees are wasted on every question hour. Why should opposition not grill the government? Why should government also only say that, opposition also saying Prime Minister should come? That Rules 267, Pranesh, does not say that Prime Minister presents. And the rule is very clear. They want the discussion or only Prime Minister. That is why Prime Minister is not coming. He says whenever he is addressing the Parliament, these opposition parties are, creating a ruckus. In Rajya Sabha, what did they do? मैं अकेले मैं बारी हूँ, मैं अकेले हूँ, सबको बारी हूँ करके बोला था नहीं बोला था. So therefore मुझे लगता है Opposition failed in its duty. Opposition failed to project Rahul Gandhi as a chief of the India. That is why Rahul Gandhi relegated today from addressing the Lok Sabha. Hello, Jani Bolo.
Mr. Bhati,
Okay.
Yes.
is the opposition losing the plot?
Opposition
See,
lost the
why
plot.
opposition will lose any plot, and what is the plot? Plot is if we are asking the questions which every common person is asking today, is that we are losing the plot? Do you want to say that there is no inflation, there is no price rise in the country, there is no unemployment in the country, all black money has come, all GDP is growing at very high rate? You know what is the real terms GDP growth average out? It's not even 4.5%. So don't fool us with those juggling of numbers. So where opposition is losing its plot? See, people of this country has lost faith in this government. And may it be Manipur, may it be...
But let me ask you a larger question. You know,
other...
Mr. Bhati, Mr. Yenagi, now you heard Mr. Tom Vadakkan. He says that this is not about numbers. What are you trying to prove? You don't have the numbers. You saw what happened to Team India in the Rajya Sabha last evening. The Delhi Services Bill was passed without a hitch.
I'll answer that. See, this is not the first time the no confidence motion is happening in the country. 26 times earlier it has been done, and who has done it most? I mean, there is no need to even tell who has bring those no confidence motion in the past. So the main issues, we have to stick to the issues, and what is Team India is trying to do that. We do not want to be digressed by the issues which BJP government want us to do. We will stick to our issues. We will raise each and every issue which is being promised in 2019 by the BJP government, and we'll raise with the highest voice, and wherever is possible, even if Prime Minister of this country if he's not attending the Parliament, that's fine. We'll raise those issues, but that is the place where
perception matters. We are only trying to expose the government, says Team India. Mr. Rajagopalan, quick response. Mr. Yenagi also wants to come in.
My only question is, how many times Akhilesh Yadav spoke in Parliament?
Mr. Bhati, that's for you.
What was the question? Because I'm not able to hear him. Can you please repeat the question on his behalf, because his voice
how many times Akhilesh Yadav spoke in Parliament?
Because
how many times
I'm not getting his voice clear. Can you?
He's saying how many times has Akhilesh Yadav spoken in Parliament?
And how many times Prime Minister Modi has spoken in Parliament?
How many times you stopped him? How many times you stopped him? You tell me.
Does it going to? Does it going to? These issues are going to be digressed. These going to be diluted. That's what you want to say. Who is speaking how many times? Does it?
No, it's not about who's spoken how many times. Look, I began by saying that this is not really about numbers, it's also about perception.
I mean, what kind of issues?
No, one minute. Mr. Yenagi, on the question of numbers, you don't have the numbers. We saw what happened in Rajya Sabha. What are you trying to achieve?
So BJP had those numbers 26 times. That's what you're saying? I mean, whatever times they have raised the non-confidence motion?
Allow your colleague from Team India to answer, sir.
Yes. So it hardly matters whether the no confidence motion would be succeeded by the opposition or not. But one thing, the people of India and the people of Manipur, including the BJP legislators from Manipur, have lost the confidence in BJP. That no one can deny. So BJP is a party which is not being trusted by the people of Manipur. BJP legislators or Karyakarta themselves are saying that BJP is not trustworthy. This is what is something which the Prime Minister at least has to address. If not in the Parliament, at least outside, but he did not speak on these lines.
They may not have the numbers, Mr. Vadakkan, in the trust motion, but Mr. Yenagi is saying that NDA has lost trust.
I wish you had heard Rajagopalan's speech, where he gave a backgrounder of Northeast of how messed up was the Congress dispensation and the entire background. You should hear the speech of Rajijo, who's a person from Arunachal Pradesh, without having heard him. But let me also add, the minute the Prime Minister speaks, you will run for cover. Rest assured that this is going to happen, and this is what you wanted, and you will get it.
Provided the Honorable Prime Minister speaks on the issues.
No, whether it is an issue of Mr. Adani or be it an issue of...
You have only one agenda.
Please ask Prime Minister to speak on the issues that are related to the common people.
Even in respect of Adani, Mr. Prime Minister did not speak, did not answer so many questions raised. So it is only Mr. Rajagopal who answers all these in a debate, but not the Prime Minister, unfortunately.
Okay, what we do know is that the Prime Minister will be speaking on Thursday, that is day after, but what we don't know is when Rahul Gandhi will speak, whether or not he will speak on this motion. Let's see what unfolds, how this goes on. We've run out of time. Mr. Vadakkan, Mr. Rajagopalan, Pradeep Bhati, Sanket Yenagi, thank you for joining us on Times Now. With that, we're taking a short break. When we return, explosive angle number 4 on the NewsClick controversy. You don't want to miss this.